Do you want both or just those?
That can do. That can do.
That'll do. That'll do.
What color was it? Drawing.
So Brendan has Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
That means his muscles are progressively getting weaker, and that affects all the muscles in his body, including his heart and lungs. But for the most part, he's just a regular 11-year-old boy. He's really fun and friendly and silly and kind.
Well, they're like picking stuff off from the ground is pretty hard, and I can't do stuff other kids can do. It's like climbing stuff.
Before we had Harley and then after we had Harley, the difference, sometimes we think, okay, it's about the tasks that we're doing for Brendan versus the tasks that now Harley gets to do for Brendan.
Tug. Tug. Oh, good girl.
But I think more than anything, the dynamic is Brendan feels the independence to empower Harley to do it for him, rather than always having to rely on his parents to do things for him.
At school, Brendan is surrounded by so many helpful friends, and they're taught from early on to be helpful to each other. And then today, he went to open the door and a friend was ready to help, and he stopped him and said, "Nope, Harley can do it."
Button.
So that just made me smile, because we are seeing that change in personality and that just a growing skill set.
Harley, get drumsticks. Harley, get book. Harley, get braces. Good girl.
Sometimes I'll just take her by the face and be like, "Thank you for taking care of my boy." Just thank you for taking care of him.
Many times, Brendan will say, "Dad, Mom, can you get my marker that I dropped?" And our response is, "You have a dog?" And then he remembers, he's like, "Oh yeah."
Harley, get it. Oh, good girl.
Brendan is very much into the idea of going to art school. She's also a really good writer, creative writer.
Okay, honey, it's time for school. Just 5 more minutes. Strike the axe, so you get down here right now. Don't make me get the shoe.
The kids are learning to play football in Phy Ed class, and Brendan obviously can't play football the same way that his peers do. And so we've been able to come up with a way for him to learn the concepts and include Harley alongside of that. So the two of them have been learning to run football pass patterns.
Harley, get it.
Probably the thing that blew my heart open the most was when she started curling up in bed with him. I took pictures of them sleeping together.
She sleeps next to him, and the first night that we did this, he's like, "This is the best sleep I've had in years."
Harley can't necessarily get close to him a lot of the time because of his wheelchair. He can only reach so far to pet her head. She has to really get in there, but his foot plates are in the way and his armrests and all that. But when he's sleeping and when they're in bed, she's right there,
She's got a pretty big body. How is that sleeping with some creature that large?
I don't know. I'm asleep.
So as far as Can Do Canines goes, when I found out that they provided service dogs to people for free, it almost sounded too good to be true, because I knew how much service dogs cost, and there was no way that we would afford that.
It's such a professional organization, but the professionalism never gets in the way of the emotion and the joy and the love that is part of the whole experience of Can Do Canines. And there's just like, it's a love explosion.
I think other things that made me emotional was just immense gratitude in our relationship with Brendan, in his development and his disability, which is so painful and so difficult, that there's so much happening to help us. I can't even say thank you enough, but thank you.
How do you get notebook?
Having a child with a disability is hard, right? It's not an easy path for sure. So every once in a while, the weight of it doesn't happen very often. But when it does happen, Harley will come and put her chin on my knee and just stare at me with her big brown eyes and her cute little liver nose. And I soften, I relax, and it's like she's saying, it's okay, you can do it, you know? I'm helping. You know, she's like, I'm here to help. And